What's going on, YouTube fam? It's your boy Tony 2 times, and we back with another episode of Hood Tales, man. Before I start, be sure to tap that like button. Definitely watch this video to the end to hear the full story and all the details in the case. For the day one fam, y'all already know it's all love. Thanks for tuning back into another episode. If you're new to the channel and you feeling the content, feel free to subscribe. Definitely hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video. Let's get right into the story. When you are young, most see the world in a different light. Coming out of high school, going into those adult years, you are bright-eyed and think to yourself, I'm gonna go out here and be a success story. Your dreams and aspirations are big. Whether it's being an entertainer, like singer, rapper, or actor, or a businessman or a woman making 6 figures. It's definitely possible to make those things happen, but at that age, you are naive and some don't understand the hard work and dedication that people have to put in to get to that level. When you cut on TV or go on social media, you see someone you look up to with the money, luxury lifestyle, cars, and houses that can hypnotize some people into feeling like, I want that now. Not knowing that's not an overnight accomplishment. And as a young adult, once you leave your parents' house, you gotta feed yourself, buy your own clothes, figure out a way to make money, find somewhere to live. That pressure starts to hit different. Real life kicks in, and reality, making your goals not impossible to reach, but much harder than you thought and time consuming. Some run out of patience and feel like that lifestyle they wanted so badly is owed to them. No matter what they gotta do to get it. But that kind of attitude can be dangerous. And on this episode of Hood Tales, we'll be taking it to Dalton, Georgia to discuss a case of a young woman's move to Atlanta and dreams of making it big that caused her to crash out. Back in 2014, a 21-year-old woman named Skyy Mims had big dreams. At 6'2", tall and slim, she thought about modeling, and also she liked poetry, art, she could rap and sing. The Detroit native felt like with the direction she wanted to go in life, a new city would suit her better, with more opportunities and where a lot of the celebrities she looked up to resided at, Atlanta. It was only a few things stopping her from relocating: money and transportation. She figured out the transportation part and thought she would take the money she had, link up with some associates once she got in the city, and take it from there. Skyy drove down to Atlanta. Once she arrived, she put her plan into motion, landing a few shows to show off her rap skills, did a little modeling, posted on social media, hoping to be discovered. As she once stated in a post, I'm a star waiting to be found. Skyy went by the stage name Yo Skyy. After jumping from house to house, staying with different people, like most people realize, when they get to the A, it's not like TV. Competition is all over with people from everywhere that come down here with the same goals. And no matter where you reside at in the world, you need money to live. But Skyy kept pushing, hitting social media and shows, determined to make it. One day she decided to play a lottery ticket while in the store. The scratch off was $500 a week for life, meaning if you hit the jackpot, you will receive that money weekly. Skyy thought to herself that would solve her money problems so she could focus more on rap and making it to the top. In another part of town, in Dalton, Georgia, was a 37-year-old man that went by DK Shahari. DK was from India and had came to the States in hopes of a better life. First New York, then Georgia. Once in town, DK landed a job at the Kanku high-tech convenience store located on Airport Road in Dalton. Only been at the store for a few months, by March 2014, DK quickly became a favorite, not only with his co-workers, but also customers who stopped by daily just to chop it up with the man. On March 9th, DK came in like a normal day in the evening to work the night shift. His co-worker left about 7 p.m. It was a normal night as he talked to customers, cleaned the store, and did his nightly duties. About 3 hours into his shift, a customer came in wearing a hoodie with a duffel bag and asked DK to use the bathroom. Thinking nothing about it, he told them to go ahead. A few more customers came in, made purchases, then left. DK, thinking the store was empty, walked from behind the counter to head to the back As he was walking, he noticed out the corner of his eye a person in a white hoodie and their face covered stalking him. He attempted to walk fast to the back room, trying to get in and lock the door, but the person was on his heels. They had a gun and pushed DK into the room. A struggle started as DK fought hard for the gun. The person dropped the blick but quickly pulled out a knife and began to slice the man multiple times before shutting the back room door and pulling out tape to tape DK's mouth shut, even going as far as pushing down on his chest to make him bleed out faster from his wounds. After that, they felt the job was done. The robber walked to the front of the store, opened the cash register, took money before walking over to the lottery tickets looking for a certain one and taking the whole sleeve of scratch-offs. While doing that, a customer walked in to buy something, but the robber played it off and told them in a strange voice the store was closed, take the items and leave. Confused, the customer did what they was told. After that, the person grabbed the tickets, went back to the back where DK was lying at, and put everything in a duffel bag and left the store. Customers came in and out, but no one was at the counter. One man came in who was a regular. He looked for DK all around and found it strange he wasn't there. The customer walked to the back of the store and decided to open the door and saw DK laying on the floor, bleeding. They quickly called police. Police arrived to the store to find DK, unfortunately already gone on the scene, stabbed multiple times, in which one cut hit a major artery. Co-workers and regulars at the location were confused as the man had no known enemies and was new to the area. Detectives looked at surveillance video right before the hit. It showed the person in a white hoodie pushed the man in the room before the attack. Police then saw when the robber left, but when they went back through the footage, they saw no one come in the store with a white hoodie on. They did notice the suspect was tall and had a duffel bag though. They rewinded about 30 minutes before DK was attacked and saw a tall person with a duffel bag walk in wearing a different color hoodie and asking to use the bathroom. And then they noticed the same person change their hoodie while in the store and lay in wait for customers to leave. But the robber's face was covered. One police decided to go across the street to the Kangaroo gas station to ask for footage, seeing if the robber could be shown fleeing the scene. They got lucky when they saw a person in a white hoodie exit a vehicle, walk in the Kangaroo gas station and make a purchase using their actual debit card minutes before the robbery across the street at DK's store. Back at the crime scene, police also found a cell phone. At first, they thought it was the victim's, but when looking through it, it was pictures of a young lady. Detectives thought the suspect was a man at first, but quickly realized it was a woman. She was driving a bright colored Kia Soul that was reported stolen months prior from Detroit. They released pictures to the news and got a tip. A person stated they knew the suspect and stated it was Skyy and she was staying at a friend's house. Police went to the location to find the getaway car in the driveway. As they entered the home, it was quiet, but then a woman walked out of the room with no clothes on, acting like she had a weapon. She was taken into custody as it was determined it was Skyy. As she was covered up and walked to the police car, she stated, "Y'all should have shot me. I don't want to live." While in a patrol car, she slipped her handcuffs and teased the officer before asking, "If I attack you, would you shoot me in my head?" stating she would rather be hit than go to jail. In the car, police found the duct tape, a knife, and also some clothes. In the room Skyy was staying in, it was a bunch of scratch-offs. The ticket was the $500 a week for life. While in an interrogation room, Skyy was geeking, acting strange, laughing, looking around. She seemed a little thrown off. She told detectives she came to town to rap. That's it, and she had nothing else to say. Skyy was charged with malice hit, robbery, theft, and other charges. As the case made its way to trial, her family stated she seemed to have a mental breakdown and she would never do in a stable mind what she was accused of doing. But witnesses came forth, including a man who pointed her out as the person behind the register that told him the store was closed, and testified. At trial, people were irritated at Skyy as she laughed out loud constantly, blew kisses, and seemed not to worry about anything. Eventually, she was found guilty and sentenced to life in prison. It was deemed a hit for lottery tickets. Prosecutors alleged Skyy robbed the store for the tickets and hopes to get the $500 a week so she would be good money-wise while in Atlanta, while pursuing her career. As of now, Skyy is still locked up in Georgia. Rest in peace to DK. I send my prayers and condolences to his family. I'm gonna leave the moral of this story up to y'all. Let me know what you think in the comments. And remember, we gotta succeed, not to fail, so we won't be just another hood tale. Man, this was a wild story, man. Y'all definitely let me know what y'all think about this situation in the comments. I feel like I talked a lot, so I ain't gonna talk too much more about this one. I appreciate you if you made it to the end. Y'all already know it's all love, fam. It's another episode of Hood Tales. This your boy Tony 2 times. I'm out.